I like Food the Thestrals. That was really fun. Because it was just like a quiet scene between Ron and Harry, and got to show. Because a lot of the time in the bigger scenes, the crowd scenes, Luna is sort of used as comic relief, and that's fun. But I think she has a much deeper side. I think she's very wise and very spiritual, and has a lot to share in that department. So I like those scenes where she could actually talk to Harry. And then when that was, it wasn't, I can't say it was fun to film because it was really sad, but it was moving to do Dobby's death scene. Because it was like a sad, rainy day, and there was just Dobby and his blood-stained pillow slip was just the most pathetic thing. Oh, God, I feel bad for mentioning it. But that was, I don't know, that one felt very real, and the other actors treated it very sensitively, which I appreciated. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Alana, and my question for you is if you could just drop the Deathly Hallows book on any fictional character, who would it be and why?
What do you mean drop it on?
Just drop it on their head, like you're so irritated that you're just like,
Oh, let's get rid of them.
So which character would you like to hit in the head with a really big book?
Don't know, we need them all, don't we? Who would yours be?
Excuse me?
Who would yours be?
Oh, well, I would probably do Umbridge, but...
Yeah, Umbridge. Yeah, has to be Umbridge. Yeah, I love yours
You didn't
too.
get to see anything nasty that happened to her.
Yeah. Oh, but did she get taken off with the centaurs?
Yeah.
You're dark.
That woman is dark. We hate that woman.
Although actually the centaurs really annoyed me. How they never gave a straight answer. And they always seemed so superior. I would like to slap a centaur.
Thank you.
I don't know how to work things. Okay, my name is Cassie, and so there's a few things that like all Potterheads agree on, like that Pete should have been in the movies, and that the way Dumbledore said, "Harry, did you put your name in the goblet of fire?" was totally wrong. But there's something that a lot of people have like mixed feelings about, and I was wondering if you thought that Luna should have ended up with Neville or not.
Oh.
Well, because they sort of do it in the movies, but I really think it was one of those wartime romances, like, oh, we're gonna die, I love you, yeah, and then afterwards it'd be kind of embarrassing, they'd be like, oh, don't know, it's like, I don't mean that kind of thing. I think Neville, I always see Neville as kind of similar to Sam from Lord of the Rings, in that he wants to settle down with a nice, rosy-cheeked wife who will cook him, Sunday roast. And Luna just is not that. Luna wants to go explore the world and find magical creatures, possibly start a cult. She can't be pinned down. And I just imagine her life taking a lot of unpredictable turns and people never having a clue where she was. Like, she wasn't even in the play, and I was disappointed at first. And then I was like, oh yeah, they probably don't even know her address. I don't know. She probably like chilling with mermaids or something. I don't know. I think it was like cute that it was him to do. I definitely feel they have a bond. They're both outsiders who are secure in themselves and very centered. But I definitely think that would have been awkward afterwards, the aftermath.
Well, if you started really the Lovegood cult, I'm sure all of us would join.
Oh, cool. Okay. Thank that.
That's your next tax break. Develop your own little look.
Hello, my name is Jessica. When you act and you basically turn and literally adopt another person, like, do you feel like you're sometimes inside of yourself, or do you feel like you're only halfway, like you're 1 foot in the water and 1 foot on land in a sense?
Are you an actor? Is this what you're asking?
No, but I would like to try it. I think it'd be
Okay. I think you're always there. You have to be there as the actor. Like, there are some actors who go too far and lose themselves, and that's not really being professional. But I feel like it's channeling. And for me, it's not that I go away, it's more that I feel like freer, you know, like they give me permission. And I mean, it depends on the character, but for Luna, she was a character who I very much felt. And whenever I would be preparing, it wasn't like about research, it was about tapping into the feeling I got whenever, it was that lightness that I was talking about when I would read Luna, I would feel a lightness. So it was more just like, yeah, it's definitely an energy thing, and that her story was more important than mine, you know, in those moments, in those scenes. It was like, I am her sort of, I'm her channel. I'm here to protect her spirit and to bring that into the world for a few moments, you know. And I think we have all those in us, but it's about, you know, being open enough and letting that come out. When you play a character, you're giving yourself permission to free that. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Skylar. So my question is actually about the new franchise, Fantastic Beasts, and how they're transitioning into that. There's a lot of speculation that each of the movies is going to be about a different one of the new descendants. And if it is, then that would mean Luna might come back into play. So I was just wondering, like, what your opinion on that is, and possibly coming back and working with J.K. Rowling and David Yates and being in the Harry Potter universe again would be.
Yeah. I just don't want to get my hopes up. I'm over here trying not to age, so that in case they catch up with Luna. But I don't know. I would like to think that she would come into it, but it is. I mean, Newt's time is set like 70 years before Harry's, and I just always feel like just knowing Jo, how she's always recreating herself and always going different directions. Her mind is just so creative and so innovative. I don't know if she's going to rehash. I don't know if she's going to connect them. I feel like maybe it's an opportunity for her to explore a completely different time in the wizarding history in America. You know, like there's even the fact that we've got all those stories from Pottermore now about Ilvermorny and about the American wizarding world. I feel like that's where her imagination is at. She's going into that world, and I don't know if there'll be space for us. I would like to. I'm here, available. Tweet for this. They know. But I don't know. I'm excited to see, but I think it would break my heart to hope that and then for that not to happen. So it's not. Yeah. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Sarah. I was wondering, in the books, I know that there are a lot of scenes that didn't make the movies, and if there was any particular Luna scene that you have wanted to play in the movies.
Yeah, I really wanted to commentate the Quidditch match.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, because I find sports so boring, and I love that she talked about the things that interested me, like these expressions and I don't know, just people. I'm way more interested in people than in the sport. That's why I like things like, I know this is weird, but I like the UFC because I can see their personalities and they're all like very exaggerated. Whereas if it's a team, I just get lost. So I like that. I like that she commented on those things, and it was originally in the script, and it was awesome, and it made. I know Quidditch is fun, but it's still sports. So it got cut. I don't know why, but it did.
I just like it. It's my favorite because she's wearing the lion hat.
Yeah. Well, that's it. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, my name's Kat.
Can you move a little closer?
Sorry. My name's Kat, and I was wondering if you're any other book fandoms, possibly.
Oh, other fandoms, yeah. Well, my big one is Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Woo!
It's so beautiful, and Korra. I kind of transitioned to Korra, and I was very resistant to Korra at first because it meant Anne's time had passed, but she's awesome. So Korra and Avatar, and also Daredevil. I love Daredevil. There are a couple. Oh, and Sherlock. Yeah, they're my main ones, I'd say. Yeah.
Thank you.
What are you from? What's your outfit? Come back.
Oh, I'm from a video game
What is it?
called Borderlands.
Hey, I'm Taylor. I was wondering, you came into the movies a lot later than some of the other actors, and did that ever cause any problems with anxiety or feeling like you wouldn't fit in?
Yes. Yeah, it really did. Not like to nobody's fault but my own, but I really, well, part of it wasn't so much that I came in late, it was that I had their faces all over my bedroom wall. It was intense. My room was just plastered. I remember at one point I ran out of space on the wall and I was like, I could put posters on the ceiling. I put like a poster of them, right, and I thought it would be the coolest thing if this was me as a 12-year-old. If the first thing I woke up and I saw was Harry, Ron, and Hermione. And then it got to the point where it was like, oh wow, these are my co-workers. I had to change my room. So I think that it was that. It gave me anxiety that I had just so built them up as like so amazing and so different from me. I really felt not equipped for that job or not ready. Definitely a sense of unworthiness that I had to work through. And that was something that being Luna helped with. It was like, oh no, I am who I am, and that's literally all I can offer, and that's enough. So I'd say for the fifth movie, I really kept my distance, and I also wanted to pretend we were all our characters, and they were. Like I would see things like Dan and Tom talking, and I'd be like, that's not on. This is literally Reuben. You guys aren't supposed to be on. So I'm very much in fantasy land for the fifth one. And then for the sixth one, I kind of settled into it, and I felt like I more belonged there, and yeah, I wanted to be part of it, so I made friends then. It took a while, yeah. Thank you.
So this goes along with kind of the fandom. If there was another, like, I guess, who would you want to play in a movie, or in a play from one of your other favorite books that you like to read, or comics that you enjoy?
Okay. Do you guys know the Art and Spell books? Yeah. So it's like a Irish book series about fairies, but they're like very technologically advanced fairies. Do you know it? You do?
Yeah, I read the first 4 books when I was.
You did? Yeah. Did you read the last ones?
No, I ended up getting really into Harry Potter, and
Oh,
that took
okay.
over my
I think the first 4 are the best ones, though. And I loved Juliet. I thought she was so cool, like that she was this girl born into, this very male-dominated profession, and she was so determined to be part of it. But she still didn't lose herself, her girly sweet side. And I like that she, her emotions got in the way, and she wrestled with them. So I would love to play her, and I know they're making movies, so I'm like learning how to box and stuff. I'm really bad at it, but yeah, I'd like to do that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Paula. You already answered kind of one of my questions. I was going to ask you if they were to come back and approach you to do like a future scene of like Harry Potter, would you be willing to do it? And if so, where would you want Luna's name to be?
I mean, definitely. I think I've addressed that already. I'm trying out like every anti-Asian cream in the world. Gotta stay 14. I don't know where she would go. I feel like Creature. Well, we know that she becomes a naturalist. I would love to even like a TV series, like a documentary TV series about her adventures finding animals, and I would love for her to culminate in her finding a crumblehorn snorkack and being like, suck it, Hermione. It was always so skeptical, and always like, we would roll her eyes when Luna would say these things, and I would just want to be like, imagination wins over intellect. I think that would be so cool. Yeah, nothing against Hermione, but she was mean. Yeah. Tried to crush her spirit. No.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Okay, so one moment in your life
at church when I was younger, I used to just, like, there would be people singing on the altar, and I would be like, that looks fun. Except to be part of that. I think I just always wanted to be part of the action. That's when, yeah, I started singing badly. Probably, but I guess it was just always, I was always in my imagination playing and wanted to be part of the story. And I was a very, very shy child, and I felt that was the only thing that gave me permission to not be shy and to come out of myself. Being another character, it made me stop worrying, because like when I was in myself, I just felt so stuck and so self-conscious, and putting on somebody else's voice and mannerisms, it was really freeing. So yeah, that really, I started drama
Hello,
classes when I was
Nabisa.
8 years old, and it
I
opened
need a
me
ballroom
up.
E.
Thank you.
Ballroom
When I look at the
E.
phone,
If you want,
check
take
the
left.
time. Last question. And those
Left,
who didn't get to
dekat
ask, you
cafe
can
tu.
see it at
Cepat,
every
last
table.
question lah.
Last question.
Cepat, baik.
My name's Ulysses, and my question is, who was the biggest prankster on the set throughout the movies?
Who was the biggest prankster on the set throughout the movie?
I don't know. Well, Jason Isaacs and Mark Williams were just so funny together. We would be, we all had, well, me and Jason Isaacs had a similar sort of hair time. So in the mornings we'd both be in the makeup room together, and they just were funny. They were always like teasing each other, and the adults like didn't take it too seriously. And that's when I learned like that's what an actor's job is to be able to relax and bring the fun and not. Because everyone else on set gets so stressed out, and the actors have to be so relaxed and so fluid. Yeah, I don't really have jokes to share, but they just were fun and funny, and they got really into Wizard Rock at one point. I think I introduced them to that because I would have it in my earpiece, and then they would play that in the makeup rooms, and yeah, just real fun guys. Thank you.
Thank you all for coming.